Parvati is a Hindu goddess who is Shakti, the wife of Shiva, and the gentle aspect of Mahadevi, the great goddess. She is considered to be a complete incarnation of Adi Parashakti, with all other goddesses being her incarnations. Parvati is nominally the second consort of Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction and rejuvenation. Parvati is the mother of the gods and goddess Ganesha and Kartikeya. Some communities also believe her to be the sister of Vishnu. She is also regarded as the daughter of the Himavat, lord of the mountains. She is the goddess of love and devotion, and more importantly, power. She is the one who gives life, energy to all beings, and without her all beings are inert. The goddess is Shakti herself, who actually lives in all beings in the form of power. In the Rig Veda, she appears as the Shakti or essential power of the Supreme Brahman. Her primary role is as a mediator who reveals the knowledge of Brahman to the Vedic trinity of Agni, Vayu and Indra, who were boasting about their recent defeat of a group of demons. The legend speaks of the tale of Sati's marriage to Shiva against her father Daksha's wishes and her subsequent self-immolation at Daksha's sacrifice, leaving Shiva grief-stricken and having lost interest in worldly affairs. Sati appears before Shiva in her divine form and reassures him that she will return as the daughter of Himavat. Parvati in turn is born, and from her birth is depicted as interested in Shiva's tales and appearances which she remembers from her previous life as Sati. Shiva tests her at different stages, and when finally convinced of her devotion towards him, he marries her. The goddess Parvati is the lineal progenitor of all goddesses. She is one who is source of all forms of goddesses. She is worshipped as one with many forms and names. Her different moods bring different forms or incarnations like Kali, Durga, Chandi and Meenakshi. Parvati's legends are intrinsically related to Shiva. The couple jointly symbolize at once both the power of renunciation and asceticism and the blessings of marital felicity. She in turn symbolizes many different virtues esteemed by Hindu tradition: fertility, devotion to the spouse and power. Parvati symbolizes Shiva, the great unpredictable madman, with her presence. When Shiva does his violent destructive Tandava dance, Parvati is described as calming him or complementing his violence by slow creative steps of her own Lasya dance. In many myths, Parvati is not as much his complement as his rival, tricking, seducing or luring him away from his ascetic practices. Even in such instances, Parvati subdues Shiva's immense sexual vitality. Parvati, when depicted alongside Shiva, generally appears with 2 arms, but when alone she is shown having 4 or 8 arms. Today, her depictions have become rather generic. When shown with Shiva, she carries a blue lotus in full bloom, shows the Abhaya Mudra, and usually has one of her children on her knee. She is shown to be fair and beautiful. The color of her vestments is milk white. She has 3 eyes. Her accoutrements tend to be those of a seer. She is also usually depicted with a crown of matted hair and having a crescent moon bound in her locks, similar to depictions of Shiva. Her Vahana is usually considered to be a lion. The Gauri festival is celebrated on the 7th, 8th, 9th of Bhadrapada Shukla Paksha, where Parvati is worshipped as the goddess of harvest and protectress of women. Her other festival, chiefly observed by women, is closely associated with the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi in the name of her son Ganesh. Some of the famous temples where Parvati forms are predominantly worshipped include Akhilandeshwari Temple at Thiruvannaikaval in Tamil Nadu, India, and Ambaji Temple in Gujarat, India.